Guys, how you
Good
doing on
morning.
this beautiful Sunday? We just wanted to touch base with you again, and all week we've been talking about
Vision.
vision. The Lord's been speaking to us about vision, and how do we align with God's vision? What is God doing on the earth right now? What is He? Is He doing anything? Well, yes. I mean, obviously, more people are conscious about what the devil is doing, but that's because he's doing broadcasting on all the news channels, right? But in reality, what God is doing is so much stronger, and He's the beginning and the end. And He is not taking, there's nothing that's surprising Him. Oh, man, who knew this group would do this? God is not taken by surprise. So what is God doing on the earth? And, for so many years, I would say for us, I felt like, I wasn't supposed to know that, that the things of God were all concealed, and it actually says it's our honor to pursue and seek it. And Jesus said, now that we're in the family, it's his Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. And He says, all that I have heard from my Father, I have made known to you. So we are not supposed to be in the dark. And the Bible is not some compilation of spirit-filled, led writers that we are just supposed to keep on a bookshelf and say, oh man, that thing is full of mysteries. It's so powerful, but I just don't know any of them and don't understand any of it. It's the actually opposite. God has made it the reason He provided is that so we would know and we would understand and we would find our calling.
Yeah, so God uses vision as a tool to help us propel us towards our purpose. And you were created on purpose for a purpose. So one of the ways we can get a vision is through being in God's Word. He speaks to us in our spirit as well, and so many other ways. But I remember at our old house when we decided to build a pool, we spoke about it first, and then George made the blueprint and sketched out, how exactly he wanted the pool and just the whole design and everything, and the way the deck would be and everything. And he gave it to the construction workers, and they built it. So God gives us the blueprint, and that is the vision, and we are meant to build on that. And
Yes.
We're the builders.
He works with us, yeah.
Habakkuk 2:2-3 says, Then the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So sometimes with a vision, it's a process, and it requires patience, and it's not going to be late, because God will have it come at the exact appointed time that He wanted it to come.
Yeah, and He says run because He wants us to take the action, right? Like you said, God gives us the vision. Like we hand the contractor or the builder the vision, right? They ask us, no one says to a builder, hey, build me a house. And then they just don't talk again, and then they come back 6 months later and they see it, and it's, oh, that's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
No, there's communication, right? And sometimes, multiple times, and not only even just in one time in the beginning or a few times during the process, right? So often God will show you a vision. He'll implant it, whether it's through a prophetic word, a dream, or just something in your spirit that you just know something, even though to you it sounds utterly ridiculous and makes no sense. Even sometimes, you share it with people and they just don't get it because it's the vision God gave you, right? So you are called to run on it. It's your responsibility. And that's where people will sometimes come to us and they'll ask for advice, and they'll say, hey, the Lord asked me to do this. And so it's like, why are you asking me? Are you trying to set me up to be against the Lord? Do it. Then go ahead, right? Or they'll ask us for advice. We'll give advice, and then they'll say, well, man, I thought the Lord told me to do this instead.
Listen to the Lord.
Then why'd you ask me?
Yes.
Go do it.
Yeah, and Proverbs 29:18 says, Without prophetic vision, people run wild, but blessed are those who follow God's teaching. So without a vision, you tend to go everywhere, in every direction, without a purpose. And so you could, kind of waste your time, so to speak. But if you have a clear vision, go towards that vision, and that vision will come towards you.
Amen.
And it will meet you. And I love at the end of Habakkuk where it says, like you said, run to that vision, because sometimes when you're getting weary, you feel like stopping, but then that's not the time to stop. It's to
Keep going.
keep going, like we discussed last week.
Yeah.
So
And that's why he says also, though it feel like it's tarrying,
yeah,
it won't tarry. Just keep
and he
going.
said it twice. It won't tarry. It won't tarry.
Yes.
So just as a reminder.
Keep
So
going. We want to encourage you. If you're born again, ask the Lord. He wants to communicate this thing with you. He wants you in the flow of what he's doing. And actually, he wants you coming to him, because even in Zephaniah chapter 1, he actually gets mad at the priests and the leaders, because you know what? They were no longer seeking him alone for guidance. They were no longer seeking his blessing alone.
Right.
He is the source of all good things. So seek him, pursue him, look to him as your only source. And if you're not born again, hit us up. We'll get you born again. We will teach you how, and then you can start to pursue the vision that God has for your life, this day, this specific time, this generation. We don't know how many years we have left, but right now is the time to run. So God bless and have a great week.
yes, bye guys.